This is an earthquake recording station. It's part of a seismic warning system established in 1946 by the United States Coast and Geodetic Survey. Seems a strange place for a true account of psychic phenomena to begin, doesn't it? But it's not so strange, really. Our research has taught us that unexplainable events can occur anywhere, at any time. But that they tend particularly to occur when the human mind and heart come in conflict with cataclysmic events or emotions. Still, nothing very cataclysmic seems to be happening here. But then disaster often begins quietly, doesn't it? Like this. Time, 5:15 a.m., Saturday, May 21st, 1960. Place, Chile. 15 miles beneath ground level, the earth gives a twitch, and 1,500 persons die. 9 volcanoes come to life in the winter cold. At Rupanco, a landslide buries 113. Keilen, 630 are drowned. In the following week, 12 earthquakes are recorded. The largest, the 6th, is measured on the Richter scale at 8.5, slightly greater than the San Francisco quake of 1906. Then tragedy compounds tragedy. Off the southern coast, an underwater slippage occurs. The result? Tidal waves. The Japanese call them tsunami, seismic sea waves. Moving at 425 miles an hour, with a crest of no more than 3 feet, they're quite harmless until they reach solid land. First land ahead, Hawaii.
What's the distance between crests now? Woodruff?
Yeah.
What's the crest separation?
Between 80 and 100 miles, but they're getting closer.
Speed?
420 to 500.
6,800 miles. Say 420 an hour. 16 hours to Hilo.
I radioed a 12-hour alert. Do you want to repeat?
Order evacuation.
Well, you're always screaming for a bigger surf, Beach Boy.
No more, buddy. No more.
For a day and half a night, the Pacific rolls toward Hilo like a tablecloth being shaken for crumbs. Then it strikes its beach.
Four large waves from 6 to 15 feet in height struck the Hilo waterfront within 1 hour early this morning. Despite warnings, 8 persons are reported missing, 56. Damage is estimated at $50 million.
I gotta get that thing fixed. I think I'll take it down Saturday.
You do that.
Yeah, well, this time I mean it.
Good?
One of these days, I'll walk in here with a brand new one. And you'll just keel over. Yeah?
Why didn't the waves hit us here in Honolulu?
Well, they did.
No, I mean harder.
Well, I guess Hilo must have taken some of the snap out of them. We might not get off so easy the next time.
Oh, those people.
what a sky. Hey, you know, this might not be a bad day to take off.
Well, I thought you fellas were so busy down there.
Well, what's the sense of living on the edge of an ocean if you can't get a little fun out of it? You do like it here, don't you, honey?
Will you stop worrying about me?
You don't mind being alone?
No.
Well, I wish you and some of the neighbors around here would get acquainted.
Oh, just give us time.
Well, aren't you supposed to be out baking cookies for each other and fooling around with cucumber sandwiches, all that sort of thing?
And we just moved in. There's your ride.
I heard it. Now, look, you know the number out there. It's number...
Yes, Em, I know the number.
And if you get lonesome, the neighbor on that side is named Fryer.
Yes, Mama.
You be good now.
Oh, I'm safe enough here. We picked a good place to live in. We're a couple of lucky bums.
Goodbye, bum.
Goodbye, Mama.
Wednesday, May 25th, 1960. Mrs. Emmett North, polio victim, is alone on what is to become the longest day of her life. The time, 7:56 a.m.
Here's another one.
Oh, boy.
Mark it 7:56.
What's the wave measure?
Big and growing.
This was supposed to be a baby.
She's picked up speed, hitting about 480 now.
That'll put her at the islands around noon.
Or a little later. Send out the alert.
What about evacuation?
Tell them we'll watch it and let them know.
How long can it last, Lenny?
Lord knows.
By 9 o'clock, civil defense authorities have received and evaluated the seismic warning information and have again gone on the air. All persons in low-lying coastal areas throughout the islands are alerted for possible evacuation. Inevitably, there are some who fail to hear the warning. This, however, is to be expected. The alert will be repeated at half-hour intervals. If evacuation becomes necessary, the sirens will sound. But there are some who will not even hear the sirens. In Kailua, on the east coast of Oahu, a retired naval commander named Thomas A. Powers prepares to make the leisurely 10-mile trip into Honolulu to visit an old friend. Commander Powers is the guest of Captain H.L. Morgan. He's unfamiliar with Honolulu, and he is deaf.
Are you sure you've got the address?
What?
I say, have you got the address? I don't want you to get lost.
Certainly, I've got the address. And you don't have to scream at me. I can hear better than you think I can.
You couldn't hear Big Bertha if it went off in your ear.
What?
I said... Never mind.
Well, if you're going to say something, say it. I'm late now.
Go on, go on.
I'll be back for dinner.
Take your time.
What?
I said fine, Tom. Fine.
All right, fine. Yeah.
Dearest Rebecca, I expect by now you've heard about our tidal wave. Hilo was terribly hit, but the danger, thank heaven, is past. Emmett is now working as a project engineer for the Navy. He's clear across the island, and I'm as lonesome as if he were on the moon.
Hey, North! Oh, Webb! What are you doing way out here? Who's keeping the store? Oh, I got a couple of admirals taking calls for me. Good man. Hey, did you hear the news? Oh, what news? There's a new tidal wave coming. Another one? Yeah, there's nothing to worry about. We're okay. Oh, no, it's not me. It's my wife. She's all alone. Well, you got neighbors, haven't you? Yeah. Well, I'm sure they'll look after her. Yeah. Look, they're asking everybody to stay off the phones, but I'll check, see how she's getting along, okay? Would you, Dick? I'd sure appreciate it. Sure. Now, relax. There's nothing to worry about. It's probably just the usual warning. In fact, it's probably a false alarm. I'll see you.
Relax. It's just the usual warning. No real danger.
Evacuate.
Civil defense. Evacuate.
This is a tidal wave alert. Civil defense authorities have announced that a tidal wave is expected to hit the Hawaiian Islands in 10 minutes. Repeat, a tidal wave is expected to hit the islands in 10 minutes. All persons in lowland areas are ordered to evacuate.
Now be calm. Think. Just think. Think. Police. Oh, of course, busy. Operator, I just now heard of the new alert. Well, I'm alone here, and I'm in a wheelchair, and I have no way of getting out of the house. Well, yes, I can walk a little, but you see, if I fall down, I can't get up again. Well, I can't go up and down steps. I understand that. Who can I call? Just a minute. All right, go ahead. Civil Defense Authority. Number 52571. Thank you. 52571. Oh. Shut up. Just shut up!
There is in Honolulu one person whom the sound of the siren does not bother. The retired commander, Thomas Powers, can't hear it. And in addition to everything else, he is now hopelessly lost.
Of course.
Webb.
Dick, this is Margaret North.
Oh, hi, Mrs. North. I just about to call you.
Is Emmett there?
No, he isn't. He's out checking on a job.
Oh.
You okay, Mrs. North?
Well, I can't seem to get anybody. I can't get the taxi, the police, or anybody.
Well, look, I'm going to call Pearl Harbor and have the Navy send somebody out to you. They should be there in about 20 minutes.
The alert said the wave was going to hit in 10 minutes. Dick!
Yeah, let's see now. Well, how about your neighbors?
Oh, what's wrong with me? Of course, yes.
Okay, Mrs. North. Now, you get in touch with your neighbors. And, well, if they're gone or something, well, you call me right back. But if I don't hear from you, I'll know that you're all right.
Yes, Dick, yes. Thank you. Operator, I just moved in here, and I want to call my neighbor, but I don't have her number. Her name, yes, it's Pryor. Forrest, something like that. I can't remember. Well, now listen, you're supposed to help. I know you're busy, but I can't walk that far. Never mind. Oh, wait. Hello? I need help. Help! I can't get out of here!
A tidal wave is expected to hit the Hawaiian Islands in 5 minutes. Repeat, this is a tidal wave alert. You have 5 minutes in which to evacuate all low-lying coastal areas. This is a tidal wave alert.
There's no answer. Well, that's what I keep telling you. She's gone with the neighbors. Now, we had it all worked out. If she hadn't been able to reach somebody, she was going to call me. But these lines have been pretty busy, Dick. Well, now, look, Em, if she was there, she'd answer, wouldn't she?
Yeah, she must be all right.
That's what I keep telling you.
I hope so.
12:24. The white sloping beaches, the waterfront towns, the bustling streets are quiet, cleared, waiting.
Oh, please. Somebody help me, please. Somebody, please help me. Oh, thank God.
What's the matter, madam? Are you ill?
I was alone and I fell.
What?
I said thank you for stopping. I was so frightened by the tidal wave.
Tidal wave? What tidal wave?
Did you hear the radio and the sirens?
No.
Then how did you hear me?
Very plain. You said, somebody help me, please, somebody help me. You shouted that.
No, I didn't. I whispered it.
Come on, let's get out of here. I don't know how I'm going to be able to thank you for this. Why, I was headed for the beach. I might have drowned. You saved my life.
They saved each other's lives, didn't they? In a most miraculous fashion, indeed. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure that you'll be very happy to meet Mrs. Margaret North of 169 East Hind Drive, Honolulu, Hawaii, to whom the story you have just seen actually happened. Mrs. North, what happened to you really was a miracle, wasn't it?
Yes, indeed it was a psychic miracle.
A psychic miracle. Have you had any other psychic experiences?
I think I may say that I have had other experiences, but nothing that was quite as dynamic as this, which saved 2 lives.
Isn't that marvelous? Mrs. North, you're a believer, aren't you?
Yes, I am a believer. I believe that we are surrounded, perhaps unconsciously, by influences that oftentimes determine our destiny.
I must say that I do too. I do too. Well, that's the story. Now, reports and occasions of thought transference have been reported through the ages, since the beginning of recorded time, as a matter of fact. And new cases are being authenticated every day. But how it happens and what makes it work, we don't know. Yet. But Mrs. North knows it does happen. In a moment, something about next week.